we came to Iceland with what felt like a simple, almost clinical plan. Tick off all 3 national parks. Pretty easy, right? And we're on a mission to see 100 national parks in the next 4 years, so it made sense that while in Iceland, we will see every single national park. But what we found was those ancient landscapes didn't just check off a box and meet our expectations. It absolutely rewrote them, and it was life-changing to the very core. Iceland is special, and so are all 3 of its national parks. Our first stop was Thingvellir, an easy 45-minute drive from Reykjavik, and our first time to see the crazy Iceland weather.
Iceland's being Iceland.
We checked out the visitor center and attempted to do a quick hike, but honestly, the weather was so harsh that it didn't make it very fun. So we ended up bailing pretty quickly and found a camp spot that was near Thingvellir and settled in for the night, making us a dinner in the camper. The next day, we had much better luck with the weather. Good morning from The Sun is Out, Iceland. Yay! And it's so much more beautiful when you can actually see it. So we are headed off on a trail this morning, the Almangia Trail, and we're going to see a waterfall called Oxfoss. We're going to see the chart. We're going to see the place where we're going to be snorkeling this afternoon. Silfra Fissure in between 2 tectonic plates. So we're very excited. Now that the sun was out, Thingvellir looked so much more bright. Thingvellir is not just a quick historic site or a, quote, nice view. When you're standing on those plains, you actually see the early Vikings holding parliament, settling disputes, and making history. It's so cool that they chose this site not just for pragmatic reasons, but for symbolic reasons. It represented democracy and freedom to them. It's not just a historical park, it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site, recognized for its profound culture and historical significance as the birthplace of one of the world's first parliaments. Fun fact, Iceland has only 2% of forest on the whole island. Here's some of that 2%.
That's right. And this might have been already just replanted back in the 50s or something like that. I think that's what Marv said.
Yeah, possibly. This one. Definitely the one we saw earlier.
Yeah.
We are headed down the Oxfoss waterfall via Vatnajökull Trail. This hike was an easy walk and this waterfall was beautiful. The first of many, many waterfalls that we would see on this trip. But Thingvellir isn't just about history, it's a living, breathing geological marvel. Beneath our feet, the ground itself is in constant, agonizing motion, literally ripping apart at the rate of 2 centimeters every year. We weren't just standing on history, we were standing on a geological seam, the very boundary where North America and Eurasia tectonic plates are pulling apart.
We swam between the continents. It was pretty cool. It was an experience. Getting in the dry suit was a whole process. I've never done that before. The guides there are awesome. They talk you right through everything, take pictures of you.
Snorkeling in the Silfra Fissure was an amazing experience, but I'm not going to go too much further into it because we already made a full video about it, which is located here up on the screen if you're interested in learning more about it. Once we wrapped up at Thingvellir, we began our journey around the Ring Road and took a short detour into the Snæfellsnes Peninsula to visit our second national park, Snæfellsjökull. Locals affectionately call the Snæfellsnes Peninsula Iceland in miniature, and it's easy to see why. This relatively small area packs a lot of punch, showcasing everything Iceland has to offer. At its heart lies Snæfellsjökull itself, the enigmatic stratovolcano that Jules Vernon famously chose as the entrance to the center of the earth in his classic novel. It's a place steeped in myth and history, its glacier-capped peak often shrouded in a mystical veil of clouds, as it was on our visit. We did have a few moments when the clouds cleared and we got to see the peak, but it was very short-lived. We walked along rugged coastlines where sheer black cliffs plunged dramatically into churning green waters. Sea arches and lighthouses made a scene straight out of a storybook. We had this area almost all to ourselves. There were no tourists, no tour buses, just the raw, unspoiled beauty of the peninsula. Our next stop was the Vatnajökull Cave, which is an ancient lava tube that is 200 meters long and plunges 35 meters underground. Formed by a volcanic eruption, it features a variety of colorful lava formations, stalactites, and stalagmites. It can only be explored by a guided tour, which is exactly what we did. It involves descending a spiral staircase and navigating uneven terrain, just FYI. The tour is about 45 minutes long. We thought it was very awesome.
Vatnajökull Cave, that's what they called it. Vatnajökull Cave was pretty interesting. It was probably one of the deepest lava tubes I've ever been in. And yeah, it was pretty neat. See the different layers, how when the lava starts cooling down, the flow starts going down, you can see the different layers as it drops down. The stairs were interesting. If you're really afraid of heights, just don't look down. You'll be all right. That's pretty cool, though. It was like one of the more interesting cave tours I've been on. Not for specifically for what's inside of it, but just the way you get in and out. I thought that was pretty interesting. Enjoyed that. Pretty neat.
It cost about $45 a person, and it was about 45 minutes long. So I don't know if it was worth $45, but it's Iceland. So that translates to $25 American dollars, really. So I think it probably was worth, it was cool. It was definitely cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't too expensive. And most of the tours we're doing are $150 each. So if you think in those terms, but it was short and sweet, but definitely a really cool cave. So definitely check it out if you're at Vatnajökull National Park. After we were done at Vatnajökull, we made the journey all the way around the ring road and into the West Fjords and all the way to Vatnajökull National Park. This behemoth national park is covering a staggering 14% of Iceland's entire landmass. You don't just drive to it, you drive through it. And it is a journey in and of itself. The first thing you see is the amazing Jökulsárlón Glacier Lagoon. And this place is otherworldly and amazing. We just had to get out on that water, so we took an amphibian boat tour, which was so much fun. Rare September day where it's not raining.
That's right. We'll take it.
That place was so otherworldly.
Yeah.
You see pictures of it, but then you drive up there and you're like, wow.
Yes, that was amazing.
Yeah. Even Roy was like, oh, wow. Our guide grabbed a piece of ancient ice out of Iceland's deepest lake and broke off pieces for each of us to have a taste. Absolutely pure tasting Iceland ice. The famous Diamond Beach was pretty crowded, but we chose the spot directly across where we could get a view of it and have the beach to ourselves. After hours of this visual symphony, we finally arrived at the Skaftafell Visitor Center. It sits there, a tiny, almost comical Lego house, dwarfed by the colossal gleaming wall of ice that looms behind it. This was our gateway to Vatnajökull, Europe's largest glacier. We geared up, strapping on crampons, those spiky attachments that make you feel like a mountain goat. Ice pick, crampons, helmet, harness. I'm not sure what we're going to do with this ice pick, but he said it's going to look good in the pictures.
And that is key. I'm excited about this.
Roy has been really excited about this the whole time.
Yes.
I really wanted to do the boat thing, and he really wanted to do this, so we're doing this. 2. We did both.
We did both.
And under the watchful eye of our guide began our ascent onto Thingvellir, one of Vatnajökull's outlet glaciers.
Glacier experience. No, that was pretty amazing today. I would highly recommend doing a glacier hike with one of the, what are we, Arctic Adventures today? Yes, Arctic Adventure Company. That was a lot of fun. We got to hike up on a glacier, checking things out. I 10 out of 10 recommend going on a glacier hike because it's just kind of cool. And I was excited about that today.
We have had a bluebird day today.
Yes.
We were complaining the other day about the rain, and it has rained a lot. But today was so special. Then we got on that glacier tour, and that was so fun. We did, like he said, it was a difficult walk, an easy hike, and it really was a pretty easy hike.
Yeah.
But, using your crampons and hiking on that glacier was a little bit rough. We were in the mild crowd. There was a group of about 40 of us. They separated us into 3 groups, so we had about 10 or 12 of us in our group.
Right.
It was mostly the older people, which, whatever, it's fine. We were pretty much leading the pack of that, which kind of was nice because normally we're at the back.
Right. It doesn't happen very often.
But there was a lot of older people with us who were active older people, but they were still struggling. We had so much fun, and our guide was really cool. We had a great time, and we were on that glacier for probably 2 hours.
Yeah. It was surprising how long we were out there. We didn't just zip you in and zip you out.
No, it was a long tour, and that cost us about $115-ish per person. So that was, but I think it was worth every penny. That was so. We camped that night at Thingvellir, and the next morning got up and did a nice easy hike to Svartifoss. Have you been to all 3 of Iceland's national parks? If you have, let us know in the comments, and what was your favorite one? We thoroughly enjoyed our time in Iceland, and especially at its 3 national parks. And we hope you guys enjoyed watching, and we hope we've inspired you to go out and see some more of the world's national parks. Thanks so much for watching, guys. If you found value, please hit that like button and the subscribe, and we will see you in the next adventure. In the meantime, get out there and go see it.
You're funny. Couldn't even hear what you said.
Okay. What did we just do? Just kidding.
I'm being lectured by my wife. My favorite. I'm trying to make you better. I understand. No, I don't think so. Am I the scene now?